everyone, and welcome to the Trax channel. Today we are here with Laura. Hey, hi Laura, how are you?
Hi Faith, I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Good. Busy week. I can't believe it's only Tuesday.
I know, but spring has finally sprung, as they say here in the UK, so it's nice in Scotland, so I'm not complaining.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think I'm in South Florida, so it's like in the 90s here, and it's
Ooh.
hot, but that's okay. That means late golf games for me and my family, so I can't complain. Alrighty, well, let's get into it. We have lots of questions for you today, and the first one is, to start, can you walk us through your role at Trax and what you've been most focused on lately?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Senior Director of Global Program Management at Trax Group. I'm focused on helping large enterprise customers improve their transportation spend visibility, their operational efficiency, and their decision making. I work closely with customers globally across supply chain, logistics, finance, and procurement teams. And a really big part of the role is helping bridge strategy and execution, not just identifying issues, but actually helping teams operationalize the change. A lot of my focus recently has been around AI and automation in transport management, data visibility and actionable insights, customer enablement and adoption, and helping organizations manage increasing complexity without increasing their headcount. We're all looking at budgets right now. And I'm also heavily involved in leadership development and mentoring within the program management. I have a brilliant team. They're based all over the world. And I do a lot of work with them right now to help build their skills up so that they're growing as fast as their customers are.
Oh, I love that. And that actually ties in perfectly to the next question I have for you, which is, what's one piece of advice that you could give women, especially who want to grow into leadership roles in supply chain?
This is something that I am so passionate about. I could talk on this for hours, but I won't. I'll keep it as short as I can. I think my advice would be, don't wait until you feel 100% ready before taking the opportunities. Visibility matters just as much as capability. I would suggest for any women out there that they should learn the commercial side of the business, not just the operational tasks. Build relationships across functions. And that's where supply chain is so interesting, because it touches everything. I think for a lot of women, confidence often comes after experience. It doesn't come before it. And I think that in the changing world that we're in, leadership today is less about having all the answers, and it's more about having great communication, adaptability, being able to influence people, driving collaboration. And I think that women bring huge strengths to supply chain leadership. We're strong with emotional intelligence, problem solving, very resilient, and we have been found to have great stakeholder management. I think that supply chain definitely needs more diverse leadership, because the challenges that we're solving are increasingly complex and human.
Yeah, I love that. That's so, I think we could do an entire episode just on that alone.
We absolutely could. I have so much to say. I'm really passionate about it. And, there's only a small minority of women in leadership, senior leadership roles in this industry. And I'm really passionate about increasing the support and the visibility into the roles and the opportunities that are there.
Oh, I love that so much. So from your work with customers, what challenges are coming up most often right now, especially in ways they don't always openly talk about it?
I think many organizations are overwhelmed by the amount of data that they have, but they still struggle to make fast decisions. I think that teams are under pressure to do more with fewer resources. A lot of companies are still heavily reliant on manual processes behind the scenes. And change fatigue is real. Businesses are constantly adapting to disruption, economic pressure, evolving customer expectations. And one challenge people don't openly discuss enough is internal alignment and getting procurement, logistics, finance, and operations all working toward the same goals. Another major issue that we see is adoption. So companies invest in technology, But if the teams don't trust it or they don't know how to use it properly, then the value of that is lost. So customers increasingly want predictive insights, they want automation, proactive recommendations. They don't just want dashboards.
Absolutely. So finish this statement. Okay. To build a stronger future in supply chain, we need more of.
We need more collaboration, more adaptability, and more diverse perspectives.
I think that alone could be another entire episode for us to talk about, because right there, like, is this the secret sauce? Is this it?
Well, that's it. I think people who can combine technology with empathy and critical thinking they're up there. They're definitely the people I see that are making the biggest changes and the biggest impact at the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely assets to the entire company and to everyone's success for sure.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think that applies to everything in life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course.
Got to keep moving forward. Okay, so before we wrap up, what's something you've been seeing or hearing lately, whether from customers or in the industry, that more people should be paying attention to?
AI adoption is accelerating, but many companies are still figuring out the governance and the practical implementation. Customers are increasingly focused on resilience over perfection, and agility has become more important than rigid long-term planning in some cases. So I think we've got growing recognition that supply chain is no longer just operational, it's very strategic. The companies that will stand out are the ones investing in their people, in adaptability, cross-functional collaboration, and intelligent use of that technology. I'm also seeing a major shift towards user experience. So teams want technology that's intuitive, actionable, easy to adapt. And burnout and talent retention are becoming bigger concerns across the industry also. I think there's a lot of change, going back to that change fatigue thing earlier. I think it's really good to have a good governance model in place and a good collaboration so that everybody understands the end goal. The future of supply chain won't be defined by technology alone. It'll be defined by how effectively people and technology work together.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. That's awesome. Well, it was so great to talk to you today, Laura. I cannot wait to have you back on the Trax channel. And we have actually a lot to talk about moving forward. But it was great talking with you today. And until next time.
You too, Faith. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.